Hello everyone, so let's get ready with me. I'll show you a little bit what I do on my makeup routine. Today's going to be a little spring, summer inspired tutorial. Before I get started, usually I put this band because you don't want the hair on the way when you get your makeup done, or you can simply just bend your hair with a normal headband. I'll just put this one on so we can get started. Okay, looking good, huh? So the first thing I did already, I put on some face cream, whatever you use as your preference, doesn't matter the brand, it just needs to be something that adapts to your skin. I just put a normal one, nothing much interesting about it. So the first product I put on my face is going to be a tinted moisturizer. I'm going to put down below the links of the names of all the products I use. So I put usually a little tip. I already put it on my forehead. And I like to apply it with my hands simply because it's I have more control on it. I don't like to apply foundation with a brush. So I just go all over my face. And the nice thing about the tinted moisturizer is that it's very, very light. I don't like heavy coverage. Luckily, I don't need to cover many spots, but it depends on what works best for you. If you need a high coverage one, then probably you can look out for some products out there. The one I adapted the most was this one by Mercier. So basically, let me check. Okay, so the foundation is done. Next thing I cannot live without is my bronzer. I use it during summer, winter, it doesn't matter. I use Terracota by Guerlain. Mine is number 2. I have quite fair skin, but what I can say about it is that it blends very well on the skin, so you don't have to be worried. I like to apply this bronzer with a kabuki brush. This one is by Da Vinci, which is a German brand, and it has natural bristles, I mean not synthetic ones, and it captures well the powder. What I do, I just tap like this because I don't want a lot of powder to get aggressively on my face. So basically I just get it all over. You can see right, it's summertime, huh? It's summertime, I tell you. Okay, I'm trying to get it. Look at you guys, and at the same time look at my face to see what I'm doing. Oh, by the way, if you like this nail polish, it's amazing. The name is Spring Ball. It's by Dior. It's one of their new, like, shiny nail polishes. Let me see if it focus. Oh, it's beautiful. So if you like it, go out there and get it. By the way, they just launched something called Gel Coat, and it basically does the gel effect on the nails. I totally recommend. It's great. My nails, I painted it, and not only they look shiny, but they're super protected in a way that I got no tips coming out. I've done it already for 3 days, and usually I do stuff around the house. I have a little daughter. I mean, she's 6 months old, so it's not like I can avoid getting chips on my nails, and this is perfect. It's looking quite good in my opinion. Okay, so bronzer done. Next thing I do, a little bit of blush. I'm going to use one by MAC called Fresh Honey, which kind of yellowish, but I really like the effect on it. And it's a Mineralize one. Yeah, Mineralize blush. Orangey yellowish. This one came out with the MAC Naturally. In any case, let me show you the brush. It's going to be MAC 168 is the angled brush. There you go. In any case, I'm going to put down below. Always tap a little bit because you don't want a lot to come into your face. You just smile. And you see, it's done. Just to give you a little tiny bit of color without exaggerating much. Okay, this piece is done. Next thing I do, I need to contour my face. So I'm going to get my MAC 138, which is a tapered brush. It's pointy like this. And I'm going to use a powder blush by MAC called Harmony. Here it is. I'm going to show you. When you look at it, you say, oh, well, what's the difference? What's really going to make? But it is amazing. You just put a little bit on the pointy part of the brush. Don't forget to tap it because it's very dark. And what you do is, what it's going to do, it's going to give definition to your face. I also use my hand sometimes to get some of the powder out of my face. So basically I like to do it. It really angles your face and that gives definition, which is always a nice effect. Next and last thing about the face, I'm going to use a Mineralize Skinfinish by MAC. Again, this one came out with the Naturally collection. This one is Readhead. And I'm going to show you the color. It's a very nice champagne-y one when you apply the three together. I have this brush by Lancome that I bought years and years ago in New York. It's I don't even know if they make it anymore. It's number 3. And what it does, and I know MAC has it and some other brands, it has some, it's all natural bristles, and you have some tips that are a little bit longer. And what it does, it takes a little bit of the powder. I don't even need to tap here. And what I do is, see, already you can see the highlight there. Ooh, I just noticed I got 2 nice pimples over there. In any case, I just remembered that I didn't put concealer on. Concealer I usually put when I'm very tired or at night, because I do tend to get dark circles, but usually I try to avoid putting it. Now, starting with the eyes, MAC Prep+Prime. I went to MAC once and I said, please, my shadows don't last a day of work. I really want to get a nice setting product. What do you recommend? And the person over MAC, the makeup artist, said, you should get a MAC Prep+Prime. There's nothing special when you look at it. But what it does, it's going to keep your shadows in place. So see, already has a little bit of color, but it's just to set up the powders you're going to use. This one is medium. I don't know how many shades they have, but you can go to a MAC counter and they will probably advise you. So I'll show you again, MAC Prep+Prime. Whoops. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, the base is done of the eye. What I like usually is to put a little bit of a paint pot. This one was also a limited edition by MAC. It was Let's Skate, but they are just coming out again with this paint pot, which is Let's Skate. It's a beautiful, beautiful light color paint pot. Let me see if it shows there. Probably the camera won't pick up, but it has some little golden sparkles on it and pink sparkles, but very, very, very delicate. It's not like you're going to be shiny all over. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, so that one is done. I'm going to use my Naked 2 palette. We all love it, don't we? So I'm going to use, I always start by the inner corner. I try to work my way up. So I'm going to use my MAC 219 brush, which is the little pointy one. I will get a little bit of Bootycall and I'll just go in here and apply in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, you see already it does quite a bit of an effect. Next thing I get done is going to be the lid. So the color I'm going to use, it's going to be a mix. I want a little bit of Chopper. I love this color. I think it's so summery and so nice. I get it all over my lid. Okay, so that part is done. Next one I want to get over my lid. I just, oh sorry, I didn't talk about the brush here. It's a MAC 239. It's a flat brush. Good to apply shades around the lid. So I'm going to get white Decay and just going to come on top of what I already used. It's just going to cut a little bit of that copper. See, it becomes a little more golden and not so coppery. Not so yellowish. Okay, so that part is done. Now you need to give depth to your eye. What I love about this brush is the 275 by MAC. Oops, it's not focusing. There you go. It's angled. And what it does, it comes exactly into the brow bone, and it applies the definition color I want exactly on the spot I want. So in this palette, you have the color Tease. What I do, let me show you. Okay, since it's flat, it applies perfectly where I want. Always, if you like as well, use your finger to get a little more out of the way or just to do a little blending. I usually do that, even though I have the blending brush, but the finger is the finger. So see already, it gives a big difference to the eye. A lot of definition coming on. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get MAC 215. I'm gonna show you the brushes because you don't necessarily need MAC. I live in Italy and we don't have so many brands as probably you do in the US and places like that. So this is a very short, precise brush. Ooh, it's full of powder. And I'm gonna get a light color just to come on top of very close to my eyebrows to get a little bit of light. I'm not putting a shimmery shade on, just light, because we are already keeping the whole eye very shimmery. I don't want too much. Okay, final brush I'm going to use. No, there's another one yet. It's the 217, which is the blending brush by MAC. See? Natural bristles, very, very soft. I'm going to get Pistol, which is kind of like a gray shade, just to give a little more definition over here and not to get You really need to blend well. Pistol again. Okay. There we go. So the eyes are almost done. What I'm gonna get now, it's my final brush. It's the 266 by MAC again. Come on, focus. 266. It's just an angled brush. What I usually do, I have a sink right over here. I get it wet and usually get a very, very dark color here. I'm gonna get Blackout out of this palette. And I'm going to come here. Oh my, I've never done it in a tutorial. You can probably see that. Okay. See, just to give a little bit, I'm not gonna do too much, to give a little bit of definition here. And I love to do that with the palette, so you don't need always to have a liner or a pencil. Sometimes you just don't have that. And last thing I forgot to get, I'm gonna get it over here, is going to be my mascara. I'm loving their Real Mascara by Benefit. See, it has this pointy brush, which is great. It gives so much. Okay. It's amazing. It just brings out the eyes so much. Okay, here I see there is a little black thing that came out. I try not to put any product, maybe a Q-tip, because you don't want to get all the makeup out. See the highlight here? Okay, so this is pretty much done. Last thing I'm gonna do and get, because I forgot to edit here, is going to be a little bit of lipstick. For summertime, I like naked lips, so Naked Liner by MAC. It's very almost white. I like to also come to the center and get out some of the redness, the natural redness of my lip. And I'm gonna get the cream sheen on Beach Sand, which is also from the MAC Naturally collection. I don't know any dupes for it, but you can surely find in many brands. So here's the completed look. I hope you guys liked it. Please let me know in the comments below what you'd like to watch, what type of tutorials, and I'm not an artist or professional or anything like that. It's just a girl trying to show you and share tips of what I use. I hope I hear from you guys and see you soon. Bye!